Everybody deserves to find their one true love, their soulmate, the person that's going to love and cherish them for the rest of their lives. And that moment came from my sister when she met me 25 years ago. I feel truly lucky that Jessica is my sister and best friend, all wrapped into one. However, like most sisters, we weren't always best friends. It might have been due to the time we were wrestling and I accidentally ripped off her mole, or due to the many, many times I read through her diaries without her knowledge. But in time, I think she forgave me because we ended up becoming each other's very best friends. Jessica has been my shoulder to cry on, the best role model, and the person I can always rely on.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt, the younger brother of the Groom, if you didn't know that. I'm not the public speaker of the family, that would be Justin, but I'm honored for them to ask me to speak here, so I'm going to give it my best shot. Justin and I have always been inseparable ever since I can remember. If I'm being truly honest with myself, it's probably more of me just copying anything and everything he was doing. And because of this, we've always shared a lot of the same interests. And growing up with Justin, doing a lot of the same things, you quickly find out he has somewhat of a obsessive and passionate personality. Growing up, it was wiffle ball, video games. I'm sure there's a few broken Xbox controllers in our parents' garage that could attest to that. But truth be told, none of those obsessions compare to how obsessed he was when he met Jessica.
Standing here today with you in front of our family and friends, I think back to all the decisions that I've made in my life that have led us here. Some easy, others difficult, but one decision in the moment seems small, but now stands out as one of the greatest decisions of my life. On the night we met, I could have chosen to go home and watch Netflix, but I decided to take the offer to meet my high school friend from college. I had no preconceived notions or expectations that meeting you would go beyond that night, or especially to where we stand today. But all that quickly changed in the first few minutes of meeting you. I knew at that moment I would need to rearrange my life to make more room for you. All the decisions I've made in my life since that night have seemed easy because they led me to spending more time with you. And now I have you to make tough decisions with, which makes them feel easy. We've already gotten a head start on building a life together, from buying a house, getting a dog, and buying that exercise bike we used a few times that now serves as a coat rack. I know I only gave you 9 years to decide whether I'm worthy enough to spend the rest of my life with you. But I'm happy you said yes to the new best decision of my life, asking you to marry me. In the over 9 years we've spent together, you've become my biggest champion, my greatest strength, and my best friend. Your intellect, compassion for others, and of course, your sense of humor are qualities that made it so easy to fall in love with you. I've never had to worry that a bad day would lead into the next because I had you to make things better. Even with your small stature, you have always amazed me with your ability and strength to be the rock I can lean on when things are hard. I will always love everything that makes you who you are, both the good and bad, and look forward to spending the rest of my life discovering new things to love about you. Over the rest of our lives together, I promise to never let you be the only one laughing at your own jokes. I promise not to yell at sports on television unless it's a playoff or championship game. I promise to never keep score even when I'm clearly winning. I promise to be patient and to remember that all things between us are rooted in love, to nurture your dreams and help you reach them, and to promise to love you in sickness and in health, in good and in bad, is the easiest promise I've ever made, because vowing to love you was something I decided when I first met you. Forever is not enough time to show you how much I love you, but if that's all I can get, I consider myself extremely lucky. I love you, Jessica.
We've been through so many seasons of life together, and yet it's so easy to remember everything. From the moment you walked into my life, dressed in pink, to this day, our wedding day. We were young and we spent our weekends getting into shenanigans with friends. We graduated, moved in together, got adult jobs, upgraded our apartment and grew our careers, bought our first house, filled it with love, and our first dog. It seems like so much and so many memories have gone by, and yet I still remember convincing you I could throw a perfect spiral on our third date. There have been several moments over the years where I remember falling in love with you. On our first date, as we sat looking into the city, tricking each other with black licorice jelly beans. As I walked up to your dorm for our second date, and you greeted me with the cheesy squat and finger point. And even when we hit a bump in the road and I sat in my car outside your apartment, knowing my heart just couldn't bear a life without you. And most recently today, in this moment, I fall in love with you thinking about what's next. Drinking wine in Tuscany as we explore Italy, continuing to make our house a home, giving Sadie a sibling, dog or human. I can't wait to adventure through life with you. I also can't wait for the next mundane Sunday, making a Chemex and sitting next to you while we watch Red Zone. But before we can do that, I'll make my vows to you. My promise to you is simple. I promise to love you. I will love you when it's easy, when it's hard, when life is joyful, and when it's sad. I will love you wholeheartedly, unconditionally, and with unwavering devotion. If there is anything I've learned in the last 9 years, it's that love does not have one meaning or come in one form. It's constantly evolving with us, but I'm confident I can do it because I know I'll have you as my partner. And I know we will love each other with fairness, compromise, and trust. I love you, Justin.
And so now, by the power vested in me by wonderlessbay.com, it's my honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. You may kiss your wife.
I've been fortunate enough to get a front row seat to Jessica and Justin's relationship, and I've watched it develop into what it is today. And this is what I can tell you. They are each other's biggest supporters. They are a true team. They've accomplished a lot together. They graduated college, got big city jobs, bought a house, got a dog, lost a dog, but don't worry, they found her, and many more things. I'm excited to see what the future holds for you two. So now raise your glasses for the bride and groom and help me wish them all the love and happiness in the world. Cheers.
wanted to start by recognizing the bride and my new sister-in-law, Jessica. You look beautiful tonight, by the way. Although it felt like you've been part of the family forever, I mean, Justin, 8 years, come on. I wanted to be the first to officially welcome you to our family. We're so happy to have you. It didn't take long for them to be doing everything together. It quickly went from asking if Justin was coming over to asking if Justin and Jessica were coming over. And it's never stopped as they've grown their lives together. And I can't wait to see what's to come in your new life as husband and wife. So I guess this is the part where I'm supposed to give some marital advice, which I'm unbelievably underqualified for. But you gave me the mic, so here it goes. Don't lose the obsessions that have made you each individually special and great people, but most importantly, never stop being obsessed with each other. To Justin and Jessica,